Ehi,
Pronti?
eccomi,
Buongiorno.
inglese.
I'm Indian. Good morning.
Aspetta,
We are in.
vai,
Good morning. We're
naturale.
in a little village in Abruzzo, in Italy. And this is my house. When we bought this house, it looked like this. And now, it looks like this. This is the garden. And when we bought the house, it was full of chickens and ducks. And there was a beautiful fig tree, but it was not very well, so we cut it down. Now that it's winter, we can't do anything. But in the spring, we will have a lovely garden. This is the chicken stall, the house of the chickens. And now, behind you, this was the pig pen, even though I never saw any pigs. Now it has become the laundry room. The front door used to be a window, but we liked the door that goes into the garden. It's nice and warm inside. This is the living room with the fireplace and the vaulted ceilings. We've even taken some of the old furniture from the grandma and fixed it up a little bit, because this is part of the 1800s, with the old walls and the doors that, as you can see, they're a little bit larger than what they make nowadays. And we even have the old
Casablanca.
Casablanca. It was from somebody's old grandma here in town. It's got to be at least almost 200 years old. This is where they used to do all of their living, because the fireplace was the main place where you cooked and you would warm up. Over here is the door to what used to be the front door, but now it goes upstairs. Over here, there are the stairs that go down to the canteen, which used to be their natural refrigerator. In front of me is the door to go into what we have turned into a kitchen. We have to go down a few steps because the house is all lit up. Here we still have a vaulted ceiling, as in the original living room. And this used to be the beginning of a room where they kept the rabbits and the hay, and we've turned into a lovely little kitchen. In this kitchen, which is, as you can see, I can touch both walls, we got an entire kitchen. The refrigerator, the sink, the oven, the stove, and even the lights in the kitchen. And obviously in the morning, I have the lovely sun, which will go into my garden. Leaving the kitchen, we have a guest room for two, and a private bathroom with even coffee. Now I can take you upstairs. Staircase a bit tight. And as you can see, we realized all of the pavement that was originally in this house. So these bricks, even though they seem dirty, it's because they're very, very old. Into what used to be a second house. Because here, there was another fireplace where maybe one family lived. But we turned it into a wonderful bathroom. This is what has become the master bedroom. Before, it was full of hay. This used to be the window, like the bathroom window, looks onto the main street. And this never existed. And we decided to open the door so that we could look out into the mountains and have a beautiful view when we wake up in the morning. As you can see, we made a high beam ceiling with wood, and we've even created a storage space in case we need that. As you know, you always need an extra space for storage in the winter. And now we'll go to the other two bedrooms that we have created upstairs. When we bought this house, there was no floor here. It was just a high ceiling. So we created a new flooring, and we created another two little bedrooms. This is what we call the yellow bedroom. And as you can see, we had to completely redo the ceiling, but we put a window in it because there was no window otherwise. And we continued with that wooden flooring. And as you can see here, there's still the old stone walls as the house was built before. And here, to pass from one room to the other, there's still signs of the old stone walls. And then you go up a few steps, and you can go into what we call the green room, which is a very small, quaint little room, but perfect for a couple to sleep in. And it also has a lovely window that looks onto the garden, the old village, and the mountains in the background. And now we can go downstairs to the canteen, which is as cold as a refrigerator. Coming down the old stairs, as you can see, these have not been changed at all. These are the old bricks and wooden steps as they built hundreds of years ago. Right. Now I'm down in the canteen, the basement. This little window is what used to be used as ventilation for air for the canteen, because they would keep ham, cheese, all of their products they would save down here so that they would be fresh all year long. And as you can see, we're underground, and that leads into our garden. Look at the ceiling. These are the old rock ceilings that were used to a long time ago. And over here on the left, as you can see, there's a hole in the ceiling. I'll give you a little story about how the wine was brought down here. In these old containers, the donkey would carry one on one side and one on the other, and they were full of grapes. Then, from the street, they would put them in the hole, and they would empty these wooden containers. The grapes would fall onto the floor. It would slowly, it was not level. It would all go into one container, where they would then smash the grapes until it would become a juice, and then the juice would finally go into a final container where... What makes this room unique is the temperature remains stable all year round. The temperature never changes more than 1 or 2 degrees the whole year, and all products remain, I don't want to say frozen, but at the same temperature, keeping them fresh for the whole year. This is a great place to keep your bottles of wine because they're fresh all year round, the perfect temperature for wine. As well as cheese and salamis, which are produced here in the you can see. This is the temperature here in the wine cellar. So as you can see, I have finished our room yet. And I hope you've enjoyed it, and someday you could come and visit. If you'd like, we can give you an onion. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.